Today I'm finally reviewing the highly anticipated Wilson RF01 Pro, the Roger Federer signature model post-retirement. First of all, in person, this is one of the most beautiful racket paint jobs, with a very subtle fade from black to dark gray from the racket throw to head, and it feels amazing in the hand. So how does it play? Overall, it's still a very demanding racket for two main reasons. First of all, from the RF97, now it has a thicker, more arrow-shaped beam, and the weight has came down from 340 gram to 320 gram on strong. I will list the measure specs for my copy right here. Despite the lower weight, this racket actually feels quite difficult to swing through with a 334 swing weight, and the balance is not helping it either. Look at this in the front compared to the regular 300 gram RF01. Pretty much has the same balance, not anymore headlight. I also feel like there's just a lot of weight in the throat middle right here, which makes it pretty difficult to accelerate through contact. The second reason that makes this racket difficult to use for me is that the sweet spot is quite small for a 98. On the court, this racket brings a ton of plow through and weight behind the ball. If you're able to hit it clean in the sweet spot, it has power, it has spin. The contact feel is firm. I would say it plays firmer than the RF01 to me. It feels amazing on a ball that you can step into the court and tag, but if I'm on a run and catch it slightly off center, I can drop the ball really short, and the response is just very punishing if you're not hitting clean in the sweet spot. For spin and launch angle, it's actually pretty decent, although it doesn't feel as good as when you really try to swing through the ball. For the backhand slice and volley, I think it lives up to the expectation of it being the Roger racket. It's very good. On the first serve, this racket has a lot of power, no surprise, due to the weight. On the second serve, I struggled more because of the weight and how hard it is to generate enough racket speed for me to feel confident in a kick serve. Overall, man, this is a hard racket to recommend to many people. Even for me, I've used heavy rackets in the spec range before, but this one just feels more sluggish and it's just a bit inconsistent inside and outside the sweet spot. My game has also changed over the years. Now I prefer being able to swing faster with a lighter racket. So who can this racket be for? Honestly, I think you have to be a pretty strong player playing at a high level, maybe in college, and you have really clean strokes and maybe it doesn't demand as much racket head speed for your game. It's for those who can hit a huge serve, a penetrating forehand, and come in to finish at the net. Overall, it's a difficult racket to recommend with just much more forgiving options out there these days, even at this weight. Think Gravity Pro or the Percept 97H. And for those of you who are huge Federer fans or just really in love with this black paint job, I think most people are going to play way better with the 300 gram R41 or even the lighter OM Future.